It's taking real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it along.
Heads and cornhole fans, universal wide. We are back, Hinckley, Minnesota, the Grand Casino. It's a big night here on Stadium because we have some of the best cornhole action on the planet, in the universe, as I mentioned before, right here in the ballroom. We're just getting ready to hop into our first semifinal match. I am fitting the loudmouth for the ACO, the American Cornhole Organization. Lucky to have in the booth with me the founder and president of the American Cornhole Organization and my co-host on the Taco Tuesday webcast, the cornhole dude, Frank Gears. I'll tell you something. Whew, what a day.
Dude, I'm first of all, I'm excited to be in the booth with you here in Hinckley, and I'm excited about this match getting ready to come up, man. These two are partners in doubles, which is pretty exciting.
And it is rare that you see so much dominance from one particular group in any sport. I mean, even look at your NFL divisions and different things. They come and they go and they ebb and they flow, but the SVC, as Shenandoah Valley Cornhole, just continues to crank out champions, and these two are already underway.
Off to a hot start.
Austin Cameron, the number 2 seed for the entire tournament, is off to a 4-point lead off over his, as you mentioned, his doubles partner, Jamie Finchum. Now, Jamie, the husband of my earlier broadcast partner, Tiffany Finchum, who's now taking a seat across from us to cheer on her main man. These guys fighting for not just that spot in the singles finals, but wearing that pro jersey, a little something extra.
It's back to the SVC, right? Tammy and Junior Williams, they are the founders of the SVC. They are the
glue.
They're the two that have put it all together.
Absolutely.
I mean, what they have generated and what they have done there is absolutely amazing.
And they continue not only to build great players and bring great players out there, as Jamie is able to pick up a couple of points back off of Austin. They build these players, but now they're, and we've mentioned this a couple times, they're running the organization almost like a Ryder Cup team. They're figuring out the right combos and who plays well with whom. And I talked to Tiffany at length about the swapping of partners and these two becoming doubles partners and what that means. That was a nice shot there on the backside of the hole to fall in, and Jamie goes and cleans up a couple up front. But what made more sense with whom? And so now she is Tammy's partner instead of Junior, who was her partner, her husband. She gave up her partner, who was her husband, outside of co-ed doubles so that they could play together. These two could play together. So it is
reminiscent of the Hurt.
Very much so.
Hurt and Junior.
Yeah.
You know, Junior giving his spot up for Caleb and Tammy to play as co-ed partners.
Yes, they did. And there's a lot of strategy involved in that, and they've figured out a way to make it work. And strategically, they've done very well. We've been, how many Taco Tuesday episodes have we done where we have talked about SVC players taking over every division?
I mean, people think we play favoritism, and it's not true. We can't do anything but talk about them because they're in the winner's bracket all the time.
Yes, unless they start playing under assumed names, we have to say their names. Oh, nice shot.
Nice.
How about that? Jamie Finchum with a great.
See if he can dupe it. Let's see if
coming
it does
up
it
and
again.
over again. Oh, he just caught enough of Austin's bag to take him off in that low push. Oh, almost able to take that in. He's going to come in, finish that off, and try to keep Austin's bag right where it belongs, and that's exactly what he did. But, you know, we talk about so many of the players coming out of that area. William Howell was in the booth. He's talking about the building up of the West Coast and the player base there and the talent that's coming out of the West Coast. I mean, we're seeing this resurgence here in Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, up north as well. So many great players. We've got Will Bakke, who's going to be in our next semifinal.
Sure,
right up here in Minnesota. A couple of great airmail drags.
Yeah, to close the game, he really had a heck of a shot there.
Yeah, he did. And he did it to take the lead, and then he did it to close the game. And that's what the good players do. That roll shot, not effective in getting the bag in the hole, but he did put it up to protect the left side of the hole just a little bit. A big deep breath from Austin Cameron. He steps to the far left side of that pitch pad.
Ooh, that was
does Jamie a huge favor right there. Jamie's going to shoot.
Oh,
how about
darn,
that?
Man, look at that airmail.
Nice shot. That's a nice shot.
It's 9 on 5 right now?
He flips it. He grips it. He rips it. He's coming in low and hard, trying to get double push, but he gets one in, and he's going to sacrifice the deuce to Jamie Finchum. So 7-6. These guys very familiar with one another's style of play. Typically, they're working together to make it work to their advantage, but it's also an advantage when you're playing against your partner. You know their strengths and weaknesses.
So it's interesting. They both wearing their pro jerseys from season 17. If the blue jerseys were our top 40 players,
right?
And the red jersey that Jamie Finchum was 41 to 80. So if you're not familiar with it, and you're listening and tuning in, at the end of the season, our top 80 players earn a pro jersey.
Yeah, we discussed that earlier. And the Corny 40 jerseys, all the different designations, the green jerseys, what those mean for player of the season. But yeah, go finish your thought there on the top 80, because it's not just the top 80 that can become pros.
No, it's not just the top 80. If you make it to the World Championships and you finish in the top 96, that's another way to become a pro. And once you earn pro status with the ACO, you earn pro status for 2 years. 2 years. And what's cool about that, Finn, we got an event coming up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin this year, June, $25,000 guaranteed pro invitational event coming up.
Nice roll shot there. Oh, yeah. And absolutely a great opportunity for our pros, and the first of what will be many of these sort of events where you can travel, you can come in, spend a couple of days, have a good time, walk away with a fistful of dollars, and be all the better for it. How about that, Jamie Finchum extending or taking his lead to 11-8.
Who are you taking this game? Who are you taking?
Well, I don't know. It's been impossible with the last three majors, Panama City Beach, Tupelo, and here, to call a winner, because somebody will jump out to an early. It's almost the person that jumps out to the biggest lead early, you almost pick against them, because some way, somehow, we have seen so many great comebacks.
Inch back into it and take the lead and win.
And the deadliest place to be is on 19 or 20.
Oh, it is.
And we have time and time again seen that backfire, and people just let up on the gas. Players will let up, and next thing you know, I'm sitting talking to their opponent in the winner's triangle here.
You know, it's like...
Oh, how about that? Really nice bag. Really nice bag there by Austin Cameron.
I don't know what it is about, players not being able to finish the game and staying, on mark and staying, with their, put the foot on the jugular and finish this thing off. In the NFL, they do a prevent defense.
Yeah.
Don't prevent anything. Just keep going at it, man.
That prevent defense prevents you from winning.
Exactly.
That's what we always say. But Austin steps out to the left after having first bag earned back. Not exactly what he had hoped to see happen there, and it's just going to build a little concrete wall to the right side. I don't know that anything's really going to be happening there unless somebody's able to shoot one. He's going to try as Jamie.
It's kind of an interesting, aggressive shot there.
Pull his bag. He may still take another shot at it. Austin's just going to add a little more concrete to that wall.
Oh, how was that eight? Oh, my dude.
Just
he didn't touch any of the other bags around the hole. Nothing moved.
No,
his bag went like a hot knife through butter, baby.
That was
a
where it almost didn't seem
shot.
like there was enough room in the hole to get it in there.
Got him a couple points.
My fellow broadcaster and
got him a couple points.
Better half cheering him on from the other side. SVC well represented. Tammy and Junior sitting across. They don't know who to cheer for. I think it's one down, one back. One down, one back. That's a nice
Look
bag.
At that little roll shot.
That little roll sneak shot that comes in there. It's a nice pickup there by Jamie. He's going to be able to allow that to be cleaned up and a replacement bag put there.
I'll tell you one thing. You could very easily see either of these two players winning this overall title here in Hinckley, Minnesota. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. And then our other semifinal, Chase Puckett, number 30, against Will Bakke, who just sort of emerged out of nowhere here in this particular tournament. So who knows?
Ousted Chris Evans in the quarterfinals, right?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So Jamie able to put a 15-10 lead on top of Austin Cameron. Austin, who looks down to the ground and kind of psyching himself up just a little bit. We'll have a moment with our winner here in just a moment as we get ready for our second semifinal. These guys are just going to go ahead and work the middle of the board, wait for somebody to make a mistake.
I'm not 100% certain of this, but I'm feeling like Austin has won more head-to-head matches against Jamie than Jamie has won against Austin. So
I believe it was a really nice roll bag, taking that up and over. And there's a nice bag by Jamie, which I think he expected was going to be taking all three of those in, and Austin decides he's just going to carry his bag down. I guess somebody, if they wanted to, could call a foul on that, but I think in the spirit of the partnership, he said, I'll take my couple of points and we'll be good to go. Let's move on. I'll take that first bag. But we've discussed the fact that Austin has already maxed out his points for the season, and we're only 2.5 months into the season.
It's again, it's another SVC. Last year it was Caleb Hurt doing this, right?
Yes, he did. I think he won 5 majors in a row, 4 majors in a row, something to that effect. And we also discussed, you mentioned Caleb Hurt, his brother Isaac, his father Rex, their whole family, and
all part of the SVC.
All part of the SVC, but also part of something else very big coming up at the 1st of December, which we'll be able to tell you more about on the TACO, the TACO, Talking ACO, the webcast. He's going to take 3 and regain the lead, it looks like. Oh. I'm sorry, he's giving up 3. He was giving up 3. I misread whose
favorite Jamie Finchum right
whose
now.
bags were sitting up top. Jamie tossing the all slides and the Reynolds Pro Advantage flying out of the hands of Austin Cameron. Austin, who says he tells me he doesn't really want to know one day when he's out of school what he wants to do, but I'm going to go ahead and guess pre-med based on this look that he's adopted tonight.
the mask look. The doctor is in the house.
The doctor is in. Jamie lays low and puts a block bag in front. He's going to make him roll up and over it. And
he just goes straight over it.
Just a really nice airmail,
nice
but
shot.
only able to pick up a penny on that one. 18-14, Jamie Finchum holds the lead over Austin Cameron. Either way, SVC wins, and then we find out who is going to be our next finalist in singles tomorrow night. We've got some great finals already set up. We're going to have Maggie Geiger versus Tammy Williams.
Maggie
in the women's.
Geiger.
We're going to have Austin Cameron versus Hunter Thorson in juniors. And we're going to have Alan Wingham against Bob Heil.
Yeah, and I think Hunter Thorson actually just finished, he won the Tier 2 singles. So,
outstanding. So he grabbed himself some extra points there on his way to what could be a juniors championship. A timeout taken for these guys to come down and assess the laundry basket that they've built for themselves down front.
Yeah, Thorsten was disappointed he was in Tier 2, but I got to tell you, the competition at Tier 2 it's tough, man. It's beastly down there, and you should, anytime you get into one of those tiers and you win that.
How about that? Nice shot right up over the top, and he gets what he wants done,
anything.
and Jamie's going to just lay up
Play
and
it safely.
Play it safe, exactly right. But tier play is something that is relatively new as well, because you can come to tournaments if you got bounced out of the main bracket. There was nothing else really going on until there was something else you were going to be playing in. So tier play has been very popular as a way to earn points in the ACO, but also something else to do and play at a high level of competition.
Absolutely, and more often than not, you're down there playing maybe with competition that is better suited for your skill set that day.
Yes, on any given day. That is absolutely correct.
Jamie does with this one.
Wondering what happened.
Oh my! That was a beastly way to close the book.
What a shot!
Wow!
What a shot!
Rich Pyle, look at that whole nation shot of the week right there, maybe. Because that was a closure, man.
Boy, I'll tell you something. Jamie Finchum goes ahead and puts up the double deuce just to make a point. But what a great shot, a great game.
Was outstanding. Mr. Finchum, get over here, baby.
Partner against partner. We're going to check in with Jamie Finchum here on the Stadium Sports Network in just a moment.
Beautiful, my man. Beautiful. Come on, Jamie. Bring it on in here, buddy. Nice job.
All right. I'm not going to say anything, but I think that this seat is starting to have your exact behind print in it. How about that? That was nerve-wracking, too. And not just to pull it off the way that you did with a fantastic shot, but against your doubles partner as well. And then he just vanished into the ether.
Dude is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He is unbelievable. To beat him, unbelievable. Yeah.
All right, so we'll, I guess, see you here on Stadium tomorrow, right back here on center court. Do you have a preference as to who you want to face off with, or have you even given it any thought?
I haven't given it a thought at all.
Will Bakke was kind of a sleeper coming out of Minnesota here, as we had not seen a lot of play from him. But, boy, he had a couple of backside airmail drags and one really great shot to finish his match. And that was very nicely done over Chris Evans, where he had to overcome a big deficit to finish that game off. But Chase Puckett, very methodical, very much he's got his vibe, he's got his lane. So are you just going to sit and watch and assess, or are you just going to go grab a cocktail and
I'll
not
assess
think
for a
too
while.
much?
I'll assess for a while. I'm going to try to put it in the middle of the board, and that's all I'm going to do.
That's all you can do. All right, bags in the hole, my friend. Nicely done.
Appreciate
Over
it.
top of
Thank
your
you.
doubles
Appreciate it.
partner, Austin Cameron. No easy feat right there.
Unbelievable.
We'll see you back here on center court tomorrow night
Appreciate
for the
it.
finals.
Thank you.
Outstanding. All right, Jamie Finchum. Earlier in the broadcast booth, his wife, Tiffany Finchum, was in here with us, but clearly because of sportsmanship protocols, we cannot allow her to be in here while he's... No, I'm just kidding. We could. It wouldn't matter. That's kind of what's so much more fun about doing this than any other sport. You never know who's going to be in here in this booth with me, and I love that because I want passion. I want there to be some sort of sense of urgency from the person I'm sitting next to, because if they are as into it as the people that are playing and the players that are playing on center court, that makes it even better, and you're not getting that anywhere else.